Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Reentry Room podcast, all about working motherhood and motherhood, where we talk about life and the hardships and the raw, real truth about being a mom and everything that happens and comes in between the ups and the downs. I'm your host, Alexa Starks. I am a maternity leave coach, an award-winning workplace culture innovator, a mom of two little toddlers, and today I have with me Barbara Joyce. And I'm so excited. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm very excited as well. It's my
Uh,
first podcast, so this is good.
so,
I like it.
so, so
Mhm.
excited. And please tell us a little bit more about what you do and where you are in your motherhood journey so that we can get into all your fun, fabulous details.
Yeah, of course. So, first of all, thank you for having me. It is really exciting. My name is Barbara Joyce. I am a mom of a very spirited, healthy, fun 2.5-year-old daughter. Her name is Tara. Yeah, she's
Tara,
so
oh,
cute. Yeah, she's very cute. Married to Christian, happily married to Christian. And I am the founder of Thrive Career Development.
and you also help moms with the career breaks and
I certainly
navigating
do.
if you took
Yeah,
off time to be a mom and go back to work, which is
exactly.
such an important thing to help
Exactly,
with.
that
'Cause there's
exactly. So I had no idea about all of this until I became a mom myself. I think that is the most interesting part of this journey. We all think we know things, and no, we do
Yep.
not know anything until it actually happens to us. So at Thrive, I help moms specifically re-enter the workforce after a career break. And I do that with clarity and with confidence. And I think that's important because to me, this whole process has two very important layers to it. So the first one is the clarity. That's the
Mm-hmm.
tools. That's the systems. That's the knowing. That's the
Mm-hmm.
information. That's the we need to get our resume and our LinkedIn profile and interview techniques.
Mm.
But the
Yeah.
second part, which probably I should have mentioned being the first part, is the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's the emotional part. It's the psychological part. It's the self doubt. It's everything that we have to deal
Yeah.
with once we go through a transition. That is probably the biggest transition that we can have as a woman in our lives, if you would agree
Yep.
on that one. So that's what I
Absolutely.
do. We take the practical part, and we very much take the emotional, psychological part, and
That's
we become.
amazing. I mean, I can't tell you how many moms that I've worked with that have struggled with bias in the workplace from being a mom, and that also struggle going back to work or struggle with leaving to find a new job because they're afraid of that discrimination of being a mom if they try to find a new job. How do you sort of overcome that fear or
Yeah.
concern?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And I think that is the foundation of everything. So I think something is happening that we expect women to bounce back. I
Mm-hmm.
think I've used the expression myself a lot of times when I was not a mom yet, like, oh, you
Yeah.
were pregnant. Oh, that's great. Did your body bounce back already? Did your
Mm-hmm.
energy level already bounce back? It's like we
Yeah.
kind of expect everything to be the same way that it was before. Hello,
And
that is
it
never going to
never will
happen.
be.
Never. Now that I've lived it myself and I see it with all the women that I work with, we are not that person anymore.
Yeah.
Like that person, that doesn't exist anymore. That identity doesn't exist anymore. So we have to change that mindset. Companies expect it from us. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why the work that you do and that I do and that many of us do is so important. Like we need to change that narrative. We are not the same person. We don't want to be the same person. We need to reshape our identity. We need to align, and now we can move forward. So to answer your question is it has to start there. We have to realize that we are different now,
Yeah.
not less. No, we are like super powered. Like this is the
Mm-hmm.
version 2.0, right? Like we leveled up, and you have to
Yeah.
know that, and you have to believe that, and then you have to communicate that, and now we can start all over again,
Yeah.
bigger, stronger, wiser. I think
I
that is the
love
key.
that. It's so
Yeah.
it's I feel like I got goosebumps for a moment because you said exactly
Mhm.
what I could scream about all day is that there is no bouncing back. You're so much better and bigger and stronger, and there's more depth to you now as a mom than before. And the more we try to rewrite or change that narrative of bouncing back, the more we can normalize moms as being having so much more capacity than before. I mean, you weren't less than before, but now you have so much more to offer because you also have all of these motherhood skills, especially
Exactly.
toddlers.
Exactly. I mean, hello. Right in the middle of it, like, and it is a lot. Like, I mean, it's working, it's live, it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot going on. But I always like to say, like, our experience, it didn't expire, it compounded. Like, there came
Mm-hmm.
all these levels on top of it, personally, professionally, and now we bring it all. We do bring that professional career person that we were in the past. Like, she's still
Right.
there, that
Yeah.
knowledge, that experience is still there, but now we also bring all these probably a little bit more soft skills that we worked on while we were maybe a stay-at-home mom for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not only, we can talk about that in a little bit, but there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of effective communication going on. There's a lot of stress management going on. There's a lot of budgeting going on.
Mm-hmm.
We take decisions on very stressful moments, a lot of prioritizing. There's project management. Like, if you look at all
Oh
those
yeah,
skills, those are very valuable skills that
they
we can
are.
bring into the workforce. We just need to believe it and then know how to communicate it. And I
Yep.
think that's what we should be focusing on.
I
That's what
love
we
I
are.
love the phrasing of it's just compounding. Like you take everything
Yeah,
that you learned before motherhood and then it just compounds and you add
yeah,
on to it with your motherhood skills. And yeah, I mean you could pull up you could just Google like top leadership skills and all of the articles are like resilience, perseverance, patience, emotional intelligence, and conflict
I mean,
navigation.
we
And
do
that's
that
all
before
like
9 a.m. Like, we done all of that
exactly.
before 9 a.m. Like,
Yep.
really, we do.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have a master's in organizational leadership, but I swear my two toddlers taught me way more about my leadership capabilities than the degree. Not to knock on the degree, but like it's brutal.
Exactly. And the very difficult part about all of it is, like, we don't know. I did not know. I did not
Yeah.
realize that until I became a mom. But a lot of it is still, let's just call it traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Like, life changes, like, families change,
Yeah.
societies change. Like, we cannot continue to think about how things were maybe 50 years ago, much more linear. Like, all the family situations were like much more the same, but things change a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the workforce and the way people think about it, and H&R managers and CEOs and directors, like, we have to change. Like, it's a new world, it's a new
It
age, it's a new
is.
time, we're new parents, like, everything's
Yeah.
changing. So let's change this also, and then we can definitely do that. Like, it's very valuable people, like, probably the most loyal,
Oh yeah.
because we are not here to waste any time anymore. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot waste any time, right? Like, I have enough on my plate.
Yep.
So if I make a decision, I'm going to go for it. So if I'm going to work at a company, like, I'm going to be there, like 110%
Oh my
loyal.
God. Preach
You
it. I
see?
feel like, God, you're saying everything I talk about. I love it.
Well, there's a reason why we do what we do, I guess.
I know, I know. Okay, I need to ask before we jump into the next
Yeah.
part. I need to ask your daughter, you said she's 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, have you started potty training yet?
Oh, no, she's not interested in it. I do everything very
Oh,
openly. I'm like a very direct
yeah.
communicator, very transparent. So we do everything very openly already for a long time. But they always say, like, you don't have to force it. So I'm not forcing it, but we have the little potty and we have
Yeah.
everything and we talk about it. But there's not a lot of interest yet. So
Mm,
if I learned one thing as a mom, I do believe that nature is wise.
yeah.
So no 18-year-old is still using a diaper. So I think we'll get there. So for right now, I'm just going to take a chill pill. I'm just going to believe in the fact that it's going to happen when it's going to happen.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was totally blindsided by potty training. I everything I read was like, do the 3-day weekend where they're no diaper for a long weekend and it just like works or something. And it's been a 6 month long journey with
Oh,
my son.
oh, please no.
Yeah, no. But my daughter, though, so my son will be 3 in January. My daughter
Okay.
is 1.5. And because she'll see him use the potty to pee in the potty,
Oh,
she's been like, ooh, what's that? I want to try it. So
that's hilarious.
way quicker to pick something up and be like, this is easy. Why don't we do
Oh,
this? So
oh, that is so fun. Well, you see, my
I
daughter's
bet
two and
she'll
a
pick
half
it up.
now, yeah. So I guess we have a couple of months that I can still
Yeah.
relax about it.
Although I
But
will
it's
say, like, logistically speaking, diapers are much simpler to do anything. Like, if you want to go somewhere, you just bring your diaper bag, change her whenever,
sure,
wherever.
sure.
Now
I guess
we have
every,
to
yeah,
now we have to be like, okay, it takes 20 minutes to like convince my son to just try to go use the potty before we leave. He doesn't want to. It's a fight. Now I got to think about like, okay, if we go somewhere, should I just put him in pull-ups? Or is there a toilet he can use? He's not really using a public toilet yet. Like, way more logistically challenging.
yeah, yeah. I guess any transition is always a little messy, and I guess this one is literally a little messy. But yeah,
Yeah,
long term,
yeah,
it would be nice to not have to buy any diapers anymore because they're
I
quite
know.
expensive.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. I love it. Okay, let's pivot to the meat of our episode. Now, normally our guest episodes are one of two types. It's a confession share moment or a biggest lesson, what you know. And I believe today we're going with your biggest lesson that you know. Is that right?
Exactly, which I truly think is what we already been discussing a little bit prior to this, which is basically that we are realigning ourselves and not going back to where we came from. We need to, and we I mean moms going back into the workforce. We need to find that voice again, and we need to believe it, and then communicate it very clearly and very confidently, and pick all the pieces of everything that we've done before and create this new version of ourselves proudly, proudly,
Mm-hmm.
and take it from there. If we don't believe in our own value, how do we believe that someone else is going to see it?
Right.
So we, and then with someone else, I mean like an HR manager or like any manager that recruiter that's going to be hiring you, right? So that is definitely the biggest lesson. There's no bouncing back. There is no let's go back to who or what we were before. Everything has changed. It's our body, our energy, our time, our vision, our mission, our priorities. Let's focus on that. Let's proudly decide who we are and what we want moving forward, and let's find the tools and the systems to communicate it very effectively to the outer world so that they can
Mm-hmm.
very easily pick up on that also, and
I
look at
love
everything
that.
that we have to offer and not only the gap where we did
Mm-hmm.
nothing, because that is a little bit how society still sees the gap,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I love that. And I talk about the identity shift that happens a lot because you can't predict it and you can't prepare for it. And
Yeah,
even when I had my second kid, I thought I had already had my identity shift and it was like I'm a mom now. And it was still changed after my second kid. And I think it's really hard though when you're still pretty postpartum, and
yeah,
it's hard to see who you're becoming when you're really in
yeah,
the thick of it.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
what do you suggest as like the first step someone can take to kind of
Yeah. So
figure
first of
this
all, I
out?
think it's a very personal journey, just like you said. Like everybody has different circumstances, different family structures, different needs, different wants. There is no perfect time. For some people, they want to go back or have to go back after a couple of months. Other people want to go back or have to go back after a couple of years. And we ourselves, we know best what's right for us and our family, so let's start with that. There's no ideal time for a career break, or this one's better, or that one is less, like that doesn't exist. And then I think what we have to do is not want to look too far ahead. Like we cannot, what's the word that I'm looking for? We cannot predict what's going to be happening in the future. It's going to be way too much. We already have so much going on between the changes and just everything that daily life demands from us, being a mom and maybe a partner and just everything
Mm-hmm.
else that we have to do in our lives. Let's just take it step by step. Let's just do one step, one action. Confidence comes through action. I say that all
Mm-hmm.
the time. You don't
Yes.
feel confident, you become confident. If we're going to be
Mm,
waiting until we have either time or confidence, well, we're going to
that's
be sitting
good.
here for a very long time. So you just have to force yourself into taking small steps, ideally, daily, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're all very busy. I know that. But hopefully 15 minutes for very small steps every single day. And before you know it, you've done a lot. You look back, you're like, wow, did I do all of that? Like, I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
realize that. So I think that is very important. Let's not make it too impressive, too
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
Little by little would probably be best.
Yeah, and like you said, it compounds, right? Everything we do compounds. If you just do a tiny step today, 1% today adds
Yeah,
up if you do that every day. And it's
yeah,
okay that it takes longer for one mom to kind of figure things out and find herself again
absolutely.
than another mom. There's no like set time to do
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you will see, because that's with everyone I've worked with in my personal life, my friends, all the sisters out there, the confidence will grow because you
Mm,
just see, like, look what I'm capable of, look what I did. And you have small little successes, maybe a message from someone, you're proud of the way the headline on your LinkedIn came out. You're
mhm,
happy that when you had that negative self thought, you kind of picked up on it immediately and you were able to switch it into something more positive. Like little things will start to happen, and that momentum, little by little, that's going to be what's going to make you successful long term. So just
yeah.
begin.
I love
And
that.
I would personally say, but that's what I do, and that's my intake. Start with the you. Start with the
Hmm.
inside. Start with the emotional part, because I'm going to repeat it. If you don't believe it, how do you think somebody else is going to believe it? So start with
Mm,
that.
that's so good. That's so
Mhm.
important.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think especially if you're postpartum still, but just that the way we talk to ourselves, our self-talk,
Mhm. Oh,
that can be rough.
oh, it is. So give yourself some love. You're probably giving love to everyone all around you all day, but not to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
what do you say? You can pour from an empty cup. Like,
Yeah.
honey,
True.
you're doing absolutely wonderful. Like, you're doing things that, wow, you never thought would be possible, and you're just doing them. You're just like, there's no option. You just keep on going.
Yeah.
So
I
see all
love
the
it.
things that you do, see all the things that you bring to the table, all the things that you're capable of, and just little by little start focusing on those and not maybe on the dishes that are not done or the laundry that's been laying around for 3 days. Like, that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a season that you're in, especially with toddlers. It
Yeah.
will pass.
It will. I love it.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That I know is going to resonate with so many moms who listen.
Hopefully.
Where can moms find you if they are looking to get help with that career break and
Yeah,
navigating
thanks.
pivots or going back to work? Where can we find you?
Yeah, perfect. So the best place is LinkedIn. Barbara Joyce is my hashtag or my Slack or my name, whatever you want to call it. As I'm pretty sure that that's going to be shared. So send
Yes.
me a message. Send me a message, and we can talk. I'm always here. If somebody's interested, I have a free mini guide to get
Mm.
things going. Very bite-sizable, very easy, very practical, but still emotional, just like everything that I talked about. Send me a message and I'll send it your way. And maybe it's that one step that you need in order to get going, to start building momentum. And if it resonates, we can talk a little bit more. But if anything, if that is the little piece that today was helping you to actually start believing in yourself again, then that is absolutely wonderful. And I would be very happy about that. So
I
send me a
love
message.
that. Thank you. And we will link to your LinkedIn profile in the description as well. So if
Perfect.
you're a mom and you hear this and you're looking to connect, please find Barbara Joyce's LinkedIn in the description. And I will link to some of my resources as well if you are looking to have help planning your maternity leave or your return to work. And if you're a new mom listening to this episode, please share it with another mom who may also be in the same place as you or who could use another boost of confidence for the day. And thank you so much for joining us, Barbara Joyce. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on today.
Same. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
It was. All right. And that's it. We will see everyone in the next episode. Thank
Have a
you.
great day, everyone. Bye bye.